Yeah, we rehearsed the fight scenes, but most of them were just me getting my ass kicked.
He was never supposed to be the face of Hollywood horror. He wasn't loud. He wasn't flashy. He didn't come from a legacy family or a blockbuster pedigree. But somehow, a quiet, introverted boy from Missouri became the man responsible for some of the darkest, most disturbing, and most unforgettable characters on modern television. From the tortured soul of Tate Langdon, to the nightmare-crafted James March, to the chilling transformation into real-life killer Jeffrey Dahmer. Evan Peters has spent more than a decade walking the razor-thin line between genius and psychological self-destruction. But how did he get here? How did a shy kid who struggled to fit in, who hated crowds, who feared attention become the actor whose performances haunt millions? This is the story of the roles that broke him, the pressure that nearly crushed him, the scandal that forced him into the spotlight he never wanted, and the reinvention that turned him into one of the most respected actors of his generation. How did Evan Peters turn pain, silence, and darkness into global stardom? This is his journey. Evan Thomas Peters was born on January 20th, 1987 in St. Louis, Missouri. His father worked as a vice president at a private equity firm, and his mother managed the home. It was a stable, loving family, but nothing about it screamed Hollywood. From the beginning, Evan was different. He was quiet, sensitive, introverted. He preferred drawing, daydreaming, and creating stories in his head rather than playing sports or joining crowds. His shyness was so intense that teachers often thought he was simply too nervous to participate. He moved with his family to Michigan during his preteen years, and that constant relocation made social life even harder. He didn't fit in easily. He kept to himself. He watched the world more than he interacted with it. But there was one thing that transformed him: performing. During a school skit, Evan suddenly shifted from a silent kid to someone absolutely magnetic for the first time. Adults around him noticed his uncanny emotional depth, his ability to channel feelings he rarely shared in real life. That moment changed everything. His mother, Julie, recognized the spark. She took him to local acting classes, pushing him gently but consistently. Evan began booking small modeling jobs, then local commercials, and at just 15 years old, the family made a decision that would alter his life. Forever, they moved to Los Angeles, so their quiet son could chase an impossible dream. Hollywood had no idea what was coming. Los Angeles was not kind to newcomers, especially a timid teenager. Audition rooms were packed with loud, confident kids. Agents wanted charm, swagger, charisma. Evan had none of that. But he had something rare: emotional truth. His first notable role came quickly. Clipping Adam, 2004. At only 17, he won the Phoenix Film Festival Award for Best Breakthrough Performance. It was small, but for Evan, it was proof he belonged. Throughout the mid-2000s, he appeared in quirky, youthful roles: Phil of the Future on Disney Channel, Sleepover, An American Crime, and a handful of commercials. He worked constantly, but his name still wasn't known. Hollywood still didn't understand him. The real turning point came in 2010, when he landed a supporting role in Kick-Ass. Though brief, that appearance put him in front of the right eyes. 1 year later, creator Ryan Murphy was casting a new show, a bizarre, twisted experiment mixing drama, horror, and surreal psychology. A series unlike anything on television, American Horror Story. During auditions, Evan delivered a performance so unsettling, so raw, that the room fell silent. Ryan Murphy reportedly said Evan had a darkness behind the eyes that the show needed. Evan Peters, awkward, shy, and underestimated, had just secured the role that would define the next decade of his life. And the world was about to meet Tate Langdon. American Horror Story premiered in 2011, and with it, Evan Peters exploded. His portrayal of Tate Langdana, school shooter with a tortured soul, was horrifying. Complex and shockingly human. It immediately made him a fan favorite, cementing him as the emotional core of the anthology series, season after season. Evan transformed into completely new monsters. Victims, heroes, and nightmares. Kit Walker. The wrongfully accused man in Asylum, Kyle Spencer. The resurrected college student in Coven, Jimmy Darling. The lobster boy in Freak Show, James Patrick March. The sadistic hotel owner in Hotel Kai Anderson. The terrifying cult leader in Cult of Reseason, critics praised him. Viewers were mesmerized. Evan became the franchise's beating heart actor, capable of shifting from delicate vulnerability to pure terror in a single breath. But Oz wasn't his only triumph. In 2014, Evan starred as Quicksilver in X-Men: Days of Future Past. One scene, the iconic kitchen slow-motion sequence, instantly turned him into a global sensation. It became one of the most replayed superhero moments of the decade. Hollywood finally acknowledged what fans had known for years. Evan Peters was a rare talent able to elevate even the wildest roles into something unforgettable. By the late 2010s, he was at the peak of his fame. Millions of fans' critical acclaim. A signature spot in both the horror and superhero genres. Behind the success, something darker was happening. The roles that made Evan famous were beginning to consume him. Fame didn't come without cost. During the peak of his American Horror Story years, Evan entered a high-profile relationship with co-star Emma Roberts. Their romance was passionate, chaotic, and constantly followed by tabloids. In 2013, a major scandal erupted. Emma was arrested after a physical altercation in a Montreal hotel. Evan refused to press charges, but the story spread everywhere. Suddenly, the shy actor who avoided attention was trapped in headlines he never wanted. But the scandal was only part of the storm. As AHS grew darker each season, Evan pushed himself deeper into emotionally destructive characters. He later confessed that some roles left him mentally exhausted, unable to separate himself from the violent, broken personas he portrayed during a HS cult, where he played a manipulative, rage-driven political extremist. Evan admitted he was going to dark places and couldn't escape the character even off camera. He was drained, disconnected from real life, haunted by roles he was never meant to carry. In 2018, he made a shocking announcement. He was stepping back from intense roles. He needed space, rest, clarity. But Hollywood wasn't ready to let him go. In 2021, Ryan Murphy approached Evan with a role more disturbing than anything he'd ever played: Jeffrey Dahmer. Evan hesitated. The world hesitated for him. The role was emotionally brutal. To prepare, he isolated himself for months, studied interviews, adopted Dahmer's posture, voice, and psychology. It nearly broke him. But the performance was extraordinary, one of the most chilling portrayals ever put on screen. The world watched in awe and concern. Success and self-destruction had never been so close together. After filming Dahmer, Evan publicly stated he wanted to step into the light and avoid dark roles for a while. He needed healing, distance, and grounding. He began choosing simpler, more human characters, roles that didn't demand psychological torment. He opened up about therapy, boundaries, and learning to detach from characters after shooting. Slowly, audiences saw a new Evan Peters emerge, more balanced, more mindful, more selective. In 2023, he received the Golden Globe for Best Actor in a limited series for Dahmer. During his acceptance speech, he acknowledged the emotional weight of the role and expressed hope that the story would bring awareness, not glorification. Beyond acting, Evan also started engaging more in mental health initiatives, using his platform to support organizations that help young people struggling with anxiety and depression issues he knows intimately. His Persona shifted from the king of horror to the artist who survived it. Evan Peters wasn't just returning, he was rebuilding. Today, Evan Peters stands as one of the most transformative actors of his generation. He is the rare performer who can embody trauma, evil, innocence, and humanity, sometimes all in the same role. He reshaped the landscape of television horror. He proved that psychological complexity can be more terrifying than jump scares. And he inspired an entire generation of young actors who see him as a symbol of vulnerability turned into artistry. His journey sends a powerful message. You don't need to be loud to be unforgettable. You don't need to shine brightly to change the world. Sometimes, the quietest souls make the deepest impact. The journey of Evan Peters is proof that even the most introverted voices can echo across the world when they dare to speak through art. Thank you for watching. If you want more stories of the stars, scandals, and untold journeys of Hollywood, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.